Sedona, from my house in Sedona, where I landed after 9.5 hours of driving, where I came home to boxes and furniture and clear moving bags that I packed. And everything that I own is now in one location, which is amazing. Um, the good news is that I have all the time in the world to sort myself out. Um, the not so good news is that it is overwhelming. So I wanted to discuss what to do. I'm going to show you because you're going to be like, wow, it is, it's a lot. Um, what to do, how to approach the mess. Things have to get messier before they get better. Boxes have to be opened. If you're decluttering and organizing, there has to be a mess. You have to take everything out before you put it back in. And it can be overwhelming, but what I suggest is that you approach it with humor. Notice how much stuff you have of a certain type. Too many shoes, too many bags, too many gel pens, whatever it is. Hey, Crystal, hi, you guys. So you can just say to yourself, like, wow, I have a lot of bags. Am I okay? Am I okay? Like, what possessed me to get X, Y, Z? Look at it with humor and look at it like it's the easiest way to clean up your life energetically, physically, mentally, spiritually, weight wise. The best way to lose all of that weight is to really be honest and take a look at your belongings. And then you get to notice what you do and what you've been doing and where you've mucked yourself up. I can't believe, Shema, we're doing live in the morning because I want to show you what Josephina, my housekeeper, who's amazing, is coming to help me at 9 in a half an hour. And I hope to capture her reaction to what is going on here because she and I have spent hours, days, weeks decluttering Sedona to the point where it could be Airbnb. Many of my belongings are in the studio. And she will walk in and she's going to say, Dara. She calls me Dora. It's really cute. But she's going to be floored. She's going to be floored when she sees what is going on here. It's wild. It's a wild mess. David the mover from A Smart Move in Marina Del Rey, California, has been moving me for many, many years, and I trusted him to pick up my things, enter my home in Sedona, and leave everything. He did kindly place a couple rugs that I told him I wanted placed under the bed and in the living room, but for the most part, everything has just been left here. Nicely, but left here without me placing it or whatever. So last night, I was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So it has to, when you have a move and you need to, she calls me Dora. So when you have a move and you need to unpack, there needs to be somewhat of a plan. My goal is to have fun with it, to make it joyful, to not be obsessed and hit it hard. It's mostly to today come up with a plan. And what I've realized is that since I've changed my lifestyle and my eating ways, carnivore, for example, the pantry is filled with like all these herbs I'm not using, and the spice drawer is filled with spices I'm not using. So while I have more stuff than I had before, I'm going to need to decide what happens before I unpack boxes or before I put away things. I think I'm going to have to unpack boxes to see what even I need to make room for. But for example, I have these glasses that my mom and Jada and I got at the Madonna Inn, and there's a lot of them, and they're beautiful. And in order for me to put them away, I might have to clear a couple shelves in my pantry. So I feel so much lightness. I'll know by 5 today if the house is sold in Venice, but it felt so good. It feels so good, yes, to have all of my things in one place. That's why I don't feel pressure. I just feel like, yeah, I want it nice for myself and I need to be able to function. So kitchen has to be good. My toiletries and makeup and things have to be good. And my clothes, those are so that I can function. And the rest, the outdoor furniture and the extra things that I don't need, like I have mugs to use for coffee or tonics. I have to be able to function in the kitchen and the bathroom and somewhat in my closet. But I'm going to show you guys what I'm about to deal with. And it felt so good driving out of Venice. It felt so loud. It was noisy energetically, and it just felt, for 3 months I was having to keep the house so immaculate. I realized it caused me a great amount of stress because I care, and every day someone may have come in to look at it. And so I was cleaning every morning for like an hour and a half. The Venice house is in the process of a sale, but it's not done until contingencies are removed and all that jazz. I think it's going to go well. You never know, but at the very least, I brought my stuff out. I allocated things to give to Jada, and I allocated what was staying for the new owners, and I had to make decisions constantly. Like, it happened up until the night before the movers came, thinking, should I bring my bed from Venice, or is my bed in Sedona better? Like, up until the moment they came the next morning. And it was constant, like, does this go to Sedona? Does this go to Sedona? And I erred on the side of bringing all the things that I love to Sedona, in the hopes that they will have a perfect place and it won't feel cluttered. If for some reason I have too much of something, or something isn't quite right, then I just told myself, don't worry, somebody here will be happy to have it. I'm going to show you. I had my big sheepskin rug. It's rolled up. The rug that I had in my living room in Sedona looks so much lighter and better. So it's just very, I'm going to show you. You guys ready? This is just the bathroom right now. No big deal. That's some of my clothes. This is blankets and pillows and things like that. I packed everything in that I could, soft things in clear moving bags, because then I could see what they were when I got here. And if I don't want to use something right away, it can stay in a clear bag, so that if it's in my shed, I will know what it is. That's a thing my mom taught me. Like, don't put things away if you can't see what they are. Clear always works best. So I have some boxes. I don't remember what's in here. Kitchen, I don't really. Mugs, some glass, I don't know. Probably a Vitamix. I already have a Vitamix. You know, it's gonna go like that. This looks really nice. The table and chairs and the rug. I have a lot of rugs. The living room looks amazing with my sofas. The cover was put on incorrectly. I gotta switch that. This is the old rug that has to go somewhere, probably to someone. I'm gonna need to sell it. We have the poofs. We've got all extra things. 4 boxes of toilet paper from Who Gives a Crap. That goes in the shed. And we have more poofs and more rugs. I don't think there's enough floor space. Jada said you can hang some rugs on the wall. I moved a new bed in here. There's now a king-size bed, and it's so nice. And the old mid-century nightstands. Not a problem. This room's lovely. When we go to my studio, yeah, those are the clothes I put in here for Airbnb. I have not enough dresser space. I put the white leather sofa that I painted in here, and I love it. That table, the big drafting table, needs a home. So things are going to need to be moved around for sure. So my plan this morning is to open the garage doors and take out things that don't need to be in here, that I know go in the shed, like this wet vac. That can go. A chair, I'm not going to use that chair. And so I'm just going to start, but there is so much stuff. Mail to look through, packages to open. The table and the chairs and the rug look beautiful in the sunny corner, and they lightened it up. Having the light white table is so much better than the little brown. But this looks just heavenly. So I have a place to sit. I can make my food, and this will just take some time. Where does everything go? And Keith's gonna hang it, my amazing handyman, and I'm just gonna get started. So I think when you can do it one of a couple ways. Like, I can say, I'm just going to roam around and do what calls to me, or it is a retreat. It's such a retreat. It's so cozy and so quiet and so peaceful. Nobody below me, nobody next door that I hear. In Venice, I heard everything. I started getting really, really noise sensitive. And I don't know if Venice has gotten louder, but I've also experienced the peace of this. So I had a vantage point of quiet and peace compared to all of that. So I've changed. I don't like as much noise, and Venice has changed. It's gotten really, really busy. There are unhinged people running around. I never felt unsafe really, but more energetic and um, physical noise. Um, and at night it was quiet on my street. My street is lovely, and it's not like it's loud at my house, but you will hear a random unhinged person biking by yelling, or fire engines and police cars. And I'm aware of the electromagnetic fields. It's more intense there, so this just feels solid and quiet. And my intention these days is less consumption, more creation. And this is not a consuming kind of place. There's nowhere I really like to go out to eat. I make my own food. There's not a lot of like, oh my gosh, shopping. There you can order Postmates and Instacart, and you're going to the places to just see what's there and you buy things. Here, it's not like that. I create here. So there's not as many distractions. So my mantra these days is less distraction, more peace, less consumption, more creation, less input, more output. And that's the vibe here. I definitely create more here. I was able to create the entire Doobie Universe Oracle deck. I knew that the second the house sold and I was in Sedona, the Doobies will be able to land. They landed in the fulfillment center, the Doobie Universe Oracle deck that I created here in Sedona in my studio in a chocolate tree. But they went to the wholesale dock instead of the e-commerce dock, and Craig said they're being one by one, the boxes are being moved. And I just said, you know what, the Doobies are waiting to be born till I am in a place to to shout them out. But meanwhile, I'm locked out of Instagram, and that won't be happening. Actually, you guys, I have the Doobie Universe account, and that's where I'll be living. So actually, the universe let me know that I will be living in the Doobie Universe. That's where I will be. So if anybody wants to find me and see what art I'm up to, you can go to the Doobie Universe. That's DOOBIE on Instagram. So the house is it's really heavenly. It's just like earthy and grounded. And so there's lots to do. I think Josephina's going to have a mild heart attack. Oh, that's a beautiful question. If this time in my life was a chapter in a book, what would you title it? I would title it Wise, Wild, and Free. I would title it Peace, Time to Create. It's definitely, I would say it's more reflective. There's more time when there's less distraction, there's more reflection, right? Less noise, more space to hear needs, desires, inspiration. So it could be inspiration, it could be freedom. This is going to be the most free I've ever been in my life, to roam the mountains, to draw leaves, to draw doobies with leaves on their head and mountains, and plein air painting, and hikes and cold plunge and sauna and biomat. It's going to be extremely healing and extremely creative. And that's my goal, is to have the space to be inspired and then act on the inspirations, whether that's travel, whether that's drawing all day, hiking all day, hopping in Vanny B, hopping on an airplane. I'm not there. I'm going to give myself a month at least to sort out all of this stuff and be peaceful and grounded. I feel like I need that after 2 years of really, it was quite hellish deciding between Sedona and Venice. And then when I finally decided to sell Venice, I had to retrofit the house because I wanted it to be solid for the new owner. And I did all the fixings. And remember, I hand painted, I don't know if you remember, but after we retrofit, the stucco didn't match where they replaced it, and I needed to have it match my 15-year-old Italian villa looking, aged, weathered, sun weathered stucco to match. So it took me about a week to do that. All beautiful little fixings. And then it's had to be empty. I couldn't rent the bottom 2 units, 3 units. I couldn't rent the bottom 2 units because it makes it less desirable for someone who wants to buy it. So it was stressful financially, it was stressful emotionally. And I think now I need to just not have any stress, like none. Peace is one of the words of the chapter. So we can come up with the title for this chapter, but it is definitely, you are correct, a whole new chapter of just ah, but it was the past 2 years. I was in my second Saturn return. I still am for another number of months, and till February, I think 26th. And it's been hard work from foundational aspects. I had everything come at me that could have come at me. A flood here, I had to redo the floors. I had that IRS nonsense, and we found out that the auditor retired in the middle of my audit and no one told me. And then they put me in default as if I didn't give them every single piece of information they wanted for 2 years, for which I did pay taxes, and I'm not in the wrong. So we're finishing that up, hopefully. Right now, we're closing up the past chapter. So the new chapter name can evolve, but I definitely know that it involves just creation and freedom. So wise, wild, and free sounds like a good one to me. Shema, yes, it's been feeling like I'm watching a new season, turning a new chapter for you. 100%. Like whatever was important for the past 20 years, it's changed. It's just different. We change. Places change. Like I cannot ignore the fact that Venice changed. And while I wasn't as sad to let go of the house, it's going hopefully to the loveliest couple who it's meant to be for. I cannot say that it wasn't the hardest let go of my life, and dealing with the things of 3 apartments, of things that I curated for 20 years was so overwhelming that it stopped me from selling the house. There's 2 things that stopped me from selling the house 2 years ago, were thinking about all the items that I perfectly placed and perfectly ordered and perfectly measured and all of that stuff, and then having them just they were like floating in the air. Like the stuff was like enormously overwhelming, and now a lot of it's here and it's overwhelming, but no more decisions need to be made. I feel like once you make your decision, life just gets better. Like you feel happy no matter what the decision is, you're moving forward. And for me, the torture was like straddling both states, both houses. When I thought of letting go of Sedona, I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. And all roads led to, and all signs pointed to letting go of Venice, not trying to be the same somewhere in a place that I've changed, and it's changed enormously. It's for other people now. It's definitely for other people. I know this. And this is for me. This is for me. This is like peace, grounded. There's nowhere, like I had neighbors either side. I had lived upstairs and there was always someone renting, or Airbnb for 10 years. And there was always like turnover under my feet. And that is just not how I want to do things at this point at all. I want the earth under my feet, which I will have. So let's see, we have 12 minutes till Josephina comes. Maybe I'll just film her reaction, and I'll film some of what we're doing in time lapse, and I'll post I do have a lot of time. I was gonna say, I don't have a lot of time to record video, edit, or put it together minimally. If my editing is very rudimentary, but I can put it together, and I have all the time in the world. before that, I was like, I don't have time. I don't have this. I have all the time. When you Airbnb'd Sedona, did the people have access to your studio? They did not. That's where I put my clothes, jewelry items, all my, all my personal things went in there with the door locked. And that's how I used to Airbnb my upstairs in Venice where I live too. I just put all my personal belongings in my studio. I did leave them coloring supplies on the dining room table, but now this house is just going to be mine and I won't have to worry about not having breakable personal things everywhere. One day, if I decide to, go away for 6 months or whatever, it can be Airbnb'd. It's listed, beautiful photos. They loved it. The people who rented it, they left everything immaculate and they wrote me beautiful notes that it was the best haven, far exceeded their expectations. Yes, Jada, my daughter, said to me, I was like, should I bring everything? I don't want to deal with all this stuff. And she's like, Mom, your stuff in Venice is so you. The stuff in Sedona is not really you. You kind of haphazardly furnished it with, like, I went to, there was an antique mart or vintage or thrift whatever mart, and I would go there in Cottonwood and just get a table and then get chairs and then get nightstands, and everything was Mod Podge hodgepodge. And having the beautiful Dara things from Venice here, she was right. Last night I was like, this looks good. Like, that looks heavenly. And this, look at that. Look at this is my favorite sofa. These cannot be made again. The company is no longer, and they are the perfect sofa. And that one needs, the movers put the linen cover on incorrectly, but this is like everything. I gave Jada the pink one. So, there's going to be a lot of rugs on the floor, and there will be lots of pillows and poofs, and I think it's going to be, now I just have to figure out who wants to buy this big sheepskin. It's gorgeous. It's like 11 by 14. It's thick. It's furry. It's amazing. But I think I prefer this little one here. It can be cleaned. I don't have to worry about it. So, sheepskin rug up for sale. But yes, it's so much more me. And that feels, I'm going to hang my white linen curtains in my bedroom. The bedroom felt better last night. I feel tickled. I feel absolutely tickled that I have some few choice things that have just elevated the space. And in Venice, I always had a fiddle leaf fig. And for some reason, you can't find fiddle leaf figs in Arizona. So I brought, that's important to me. And obviously those, and I have to deal with the rug pads. Anyway, wish me luck. I wonder if Josephina, let's see, should we hang tight 9 minutes? Or I'll hang up and then just film her when she walks in the door. Yeah, it's going to be beautiful. And it's lighter than I remembered, and brighter and quieter in such a good way. Your carnivore Sedona friend is live. I am. And so I was thinking that since I have a lot of beautiful handmade mugs that I didn't want to part with and my Madonna in glasses, I was thinking to clean this out because I haven't been using these. And although they look pretty, they feel a little dead. And I'll put my pretty glasses and extra mugs there and maybe art supplies. There's going to be art stations in the house and the studio. So I will keep you guys posted, but I wanted to remind you is to keep it humorous and light. Even when you're doing your closet, maybe you open your closet and you put everything on the bed and you say, what was I thinking with that dress? Or, wow, now I know true spring. I don't need these summer things. I'm going to send them to my friend Terry. Or, wow, did I think wow, that was a choice I made then. And that's not what I would make now. So it really, looking at it with humor also gives you such compassion for who you were then and who you are now. And we change size. If there's a bunch of clothes that you still like, but they don't fit, put them away in one of those clear plastic moving bags. Put them somewhere so that when you get skinnier, you can try them on as reference. Or if you are maybe going to fluctuate, then maybe you want some of your amazing big baggy jeans. I didn't want to part with a lot of I lost a lot of weight from going carnivore, and I have pants from 6397 News or Nilly Lotan, like really quality pants that I wore and wore, like good quality, but they were massive. So the ones that I could have taken in, I had Rodney at Rosebud Cleaners, his mom sews. She's taking in my strawberry pants right now. I left before they were done, so I'm gonna need Jada to send them to me. But I take my pants and I roll them over and I just wear them baggy. So you can keep your bigger clothes, even if you're not intending to gain weight. You can put away your skinny clothes so that you're excited when you put them on. Caroline, I'm cleaning out my insanely cluttered garage this week. Feels great to dig up old stuff I like and say goodbye to the past. That's exactly it. And you just reminded me of my next point, which was what I was thinking. I drove to UPS this morning to mail something out and stopped at Whole Foods. But I was thinking, it's like a treasure hunt. You get to find and celebrate things that you love and let go of things that feel like not current you. You get to be current. I'm keeping the strawberry pants. I tried to give them away to like Jada's boyfriend, and Jada, nobody wanted strawberry, and I was like, these strawberry pants are so me. So I brought them. I mean, they are like, they're one size fits everybody. So they were big when I was bigger, and then they were just ridiculous. So they're like cutting them down the back, short, and I'm gonna have my strawberry pants. I'm gonna get to rock the strawberry pants. So certain things are little projects. So I have a project box of things that you would like to take in or fix. I have a beautiful tray for my fiddly fig that got broken somehow, and I'm going to glue it together. And there's certain little projects will have to be done. Certain things will need to be spray painted. My outdoor chairs. But guess what? For the first time in a long time, there is no rush. I can do it at my leisure. Yeah, it's new beginning, Cree Cree. You're welcome. It is, we are in it. This is the start of the new chapter. There's a couple things that are getting tied up from obviously the sale of the house and the IRS nonsense. Like they all left the building and left my stuff hanging and then said they don't have any of my papers, which I jumped through hoops. It was crazy. To, closing up LLCs and closing down I'm making a fresh new start. We're going to do new things here, which I'm not sharing yet, but I'm excited to start some new things that are going to be really fun. And so I would say maybe another month or two of tying up old loose ends while I'm here, making beauty and organization and clean, clear, bright living. There'll be something new coming. So sometimes you got to give yourself the space. You got to cut and wipe everything that you were doing in order to have what's been calling, what's been calling. And the Doobie Universe, I know, is my legacy project. I know that I love doing art and coloring, but I like to make my own coloring pages. And I know what brings me peace and joy, and anything that doesn't is just not welcome. It's just not, and it doesn't matter that I've invested time. It doesn't matter that that's what I used to be excited about. I'm letting go of a lot of things because they just don't fit anymore, just like some clothes don't fit. It's a whole new journey, and we're on it. And so I'm going to be sharing here, obviously not on Instagram since I'm not in there, but I will be at the Doobie Universe. So just a reminder to go follow me there, because why shouldn't we just live in the Doobie Universe? It's really cute and happy. So that's it. I think, wouldn't that be fun if Josephina walked up? I'll film her and then I'll make a little video. I'll time lapse us doing stuff. I think that'll be fun. I will see you guys really soon. I hope you open up something, a drawer, a cabinet, go through your spices, get rid of some clothes that just don't make you feel less is more. You don't need everything. Open up and say, is that really, try it on and be like, do I feel like, or do I feel like, ugh? Let go of the bleh. My best superpower is letting go, Laura. Thank you. I think so too. It's my South Node Scorpio. I think that I've done it. One of the reasons I think that I stay agile in spirit is, and young in spirit, is that I am, in fact, willing to let go, even in the face of knowing that people will be like, wait, what? You were doing that. Why are you doing this? That was your identity. Venice was your identity. The house, the astrology stuff, I can still talk about it, but it doesn't have to be my business. I can share with people, but it doesn't have to be what I do. In fact, I've been getting the whispering to pull back. It's not all about the hustle. You don't have to sell things. Money comes and abundance comes for me when I am simply in my joy. So that's where I'll be, in the doobie universe, in my joy, and in the mountains hiking. So I love you guys, and I will see you probably later. What's the question, Cree, before I hang up? How do you come to this new home? The story of how I found this home is amazing, and I'm going to share it. I have shared it before. I don't know if it was on Instagram or here, but how I knew that this was my home is magic, and I'm looking at it right now. The sign that told me this was it. There were two. It's lovely. It's lovely. It's cozy. It's earthy. It's grounded. It's a lot of wood, and it is just solid. Letting go is so powerful. It's so powerful. It's radical, and it brings freedom. It gives me a tickled feeling, actually. When I packed up and headed out at 7 in the morning to Sedona yesterday, when I packed up and I walked around and I said goodbye to the house and I went to kiss the walls, and whatever I left there, the paintings and the bed, whatever I left there, I blessed and I thanked the home, but I was really excited to go. It wasn't sad. It felt exciting and liberating and powerful to follow your instincts. And it took a lot of work to follow those instincts. It took a lot. My life is so fun now. Thank you, Cree. My life is about to get funner, and I am going to share with you guys the fun. That's what we're up to next. And it's going to have art, and it's going to have art materials I'm going to share, my opinions. Here comes Josephina. Let's film her. Let's film Josephina. Let's do it now. It's too funny. All right, she won't even know she's live. She won't care. I'm going to go warn her. Can you guys see me? We spent, I can't tell you how much time decluttering and giving away things and making space in the cabinets that are empty. And I don't even know. Like, and she would come in and she'd be like, this place is so easy to clean now. And I love it, you know? Josephina! She's still in her car. I even cracked a water bottle, fell out of the van and cracked all over the driveway. We got lots of messes to clean up, but this is going to be very fun. Let's put it over here. I was thinking about this last night. I wanted to do this. Josephina! Hi! I'm so happy to see you. I came to the door to warn you. Why? Because there's a lot of stuff. Wait till you see. We're making a live video. You're gonna walk in and be like, come here. Dora. I know, I broke a bottle. Is Dora coming? Dora's coming. Okay. Okay, look. What? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Say hi to everybody. I told them I had a mess, and you and
Hi.
yeah, we've been decluttering for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Like we've been making it empty, right? And clean and empty, and now I have.
Oh, this is pretty.
Hey, do you like it?
Yes.
Yeah. Doesn't it look pretty?
Yeah.
And look at the table and chairs.
Oh.
Pretty, right?
Yes.
So okay, so you're not mad. You're gonna help me. It's just funny. Okay, you guys got to see Josephina. She's the best. We're gonna have fun, right, Josephina?
Yeah.
We're gonna have so much fun. All right, you guys, we'll see you soon. I'm gonna take some time lapse videos of I don't even know where we're gonna start first. Kitchen, but just look around, you'll see.
Yeah.
It's a lot. All right, you guys, see you soon. New bed.